Hello everyone, in this video we'll see probability distribution of random variable. So let's first define what is random variable. A variable whose value is determined by outcomes of a random experiment is called random variable. Thus, a function x from set of sample space S to set of real number, this is our sample space, that is which is equal to domain. This is set of real number which is our range for x for each element S belongs to sample space. There exists a unique element x belongs to set of real number such that x of S is equal to x is called random variable. So suppose this is our S, which is our sample space. So the function x from this to real line are minus infinity to infinity. Suppose this x is element which is equal to function over S. So for every element of S there exists unique element in set of real number such that x of S is equal to x is called as a random variable. Example, tossing a coin. And let x be the random variable denoting the number of head. So S is sample space, so in this case H and T are the two elements in the sample space. Now we are assigning x as a random variable denoting the number of heads. So x of H is equal to 1 and x of T is equal to 0. Therefore range of x is equal to 0, 1. Now same example can be described using the diagram. Suppose this is our sample space T and H. Now suppose we are applying a function x over the sample space. So we are getting the output on real line from minus infinity to infinity. So when we apply this x on T, so this T assigned to 0 we can see here, and that x assigned to h, if we apply x on h as an element, so we get 1 as a output. So in this case, this x takes the value 0 and 1. This 0 and 1 now becomes random variable. So x is called as a random variable in this case. Note that if the outcomes of experiment is expressed in descriptive mode, we may modify the outcomes suitably so that it is expressed in numerical form. For example, instead of saying that a head or tail appear on tossing a coin, we would say 1 head or 0 head appeared on the coin. In such a case, 1 and 0 become random variable. Now let's consider second example. When two coins are tossed and let x is a random variable denoting the number of heads, then s is equal to sample space is t comma th comma ht comma hh. So that is from the sample space t ht tht and hh. This is our sample space. We are assigning a function, say x. This is our random variable, this is my sample space, this is our random variable. So it assign a value on real line starting with minus infinity to infinity. Now we can see that when we assign this x to an element of sample space tt, it assign to 0. Similarly, this th on 1, this ht is again on 1, and this hh is on 2. So in this case we say that x of tt is equal to 0, x of ht is equal to 1, x of ht is also 1, and x of hh is equal to 2. Now in this case we can see that the range of that x is 0, 1, 1 and 2, but you know that in set we can't repeat the element, so 0, 1 and 2. This is the range for this random variable x. This is domain. Next we will define the term probability mass function. Let x be a random variable defined on sample space. Suppose that range of x be x1, x2 and xn. The function p which assign a number pi is equal to p of x is equal to xi for each value of x is called probability mass function if following two conditions are satisfied. First one, the value pi, that is each probability, is greater than or equal to 0 for all I is equal to 1 to n, and summation of all the probability is equal to 1, then the function p is called as a probability mass function. Consider the function x is equal to x from 1, 2, 3, 4 and that probability is given at 1 is 0.1, at 2 is 0.2, at 3 0.3, at 4 0.4. Our job to check whether this function is PMF or not. For that we need to satisfy these two conditions, all the probability is greater than 0 for, and the second sum of the probability is equal to 1. So let us verify the first case. In this we can see this probability 0.1 is greater than 0, 0.2 is also greater than 0. That is all pi for p of that x is equal to small x is greater than 0. Second property, sum of all probabilities, sum of all the probability pi is equal to 0.1 plus 0.2 plus 0.3 plus 0.4, which is equal to 1.0. Therefore, we say that a function, given function is a PMF, that is probability mass function. Next, consider the second example. In this example, we see that this at x is equal to 3 probability is negative, that is p x is equal to p of x is equal to small x is minus 1 by 3, which is less than 0. The first condition is not satisfied, therefore we are not going to check the second condition, and directly we say that f is, that is the function. Here function is not a PMF. In this case, I mean that function, I mean that p. Here I am defining the function as a p. So p is not a probability mass function. You can say function or function p. Function p is not a probability mass function. Now in this example, the function is defined p that x is equal to small x, x minus 5 divided by 4 for x is equal to 5.5, 6.6 and 7.5. So let's calculate the probability at each point. So probability of x is equal to small x, which takes the value 5.5 is equal to 5.5 minus 5 divided by 4, which is equal to 0.5 divided by 4, which is greater than 0. Similarly, probability at x is equal to this 6.5 is equal to 1.5 divided by 4, which is greater than 0, and probability that x is equal to 7.5 is equal to 2.5 divided by 4, again greater than 0. So first condition is satisfied, that is all the probability is greater than 0. So pi is greater than or equal to 0. First condition is satisfied by this probability mass function, this function, not the probability mass function, this function. Now let's check the second property. Second property, summation of all pi, summation of pi, which is equal to, this is 1.5 divided by 4 plus, sorry, this is 0.5 divided by 4 plus, sorry, 1.5 divided by 4 plus 2.5 divided by 4, which is equal to 0.5 this is equal to, we see that this is a 2 3, so this is 4.5 4.5 divided by 4, which is so 4.5 divided by 4, which is obviously greater than 0. Therefore we say that function p is not a probability mass function. Now we can define the probability distribution of a discrete random variable. Discrete random variable. So this random variable is of two types, discrete and the continuous. So first we will see the probability distribution of a discrete random variable. The set of ordered pairs xi comma pi, I is equal to 1 to up to n, where xi is equal to range of x and pi is equal to capital P, x is equal to x, that is PMF of x is called probability distribution of a discrete random variable. So this is called as a probability distribution of x. Note that the probability distribution of x can be represented in a tabular form as follow: x is equal to xi, that taking a value x1, x2, x3 up to xn, and the probability of each at each point is p1, p2, p3, and the total, that sum of all the probability is equal to 1. Examples on probability distribution: tossing a coin and let x is a random variable denoting the number of heads. Then in this case we have that S is equal to sample space, which is equal to h comma t, and also we have that x of h is equal to 1, x of t is equal to 0. So this is our random variable, and range of that x is equal to 0, 1. Now on this range, if we apply the probability, that is probability when that x on t is equal to 0, that is when x takes value 0, that is when x takes the value 0, the range, for the range is, so in this case this random variable. So here you can say first that x is applied on the sample space. So we are getting x is equal to 0, which is the same as probability that x is equal to small x. In this case that small x is our 0, and probability of getting head is probability of getting no head is half. So this is nothing but probability of getting no head. This is probability of getting no head. Similarly, we can find probability of x takes value 1, that is when we are taking a element this on function as h, and our range is 1. In this case, this is same as probability when x takes value small x which is equal to 1. So in this case it is also half. This is nothing but probability of getting 1 is no head, that is 0 head. In this case single head, that is 1 head, is also half. Now this distribution of the probability we can write in a tabular form. So capital X takes value x, it takes value 0 and 1, then probability of that x is equal to small x. So at 0 we are getting half, at 1 also we are getting half. Now we find the total of the probability. So this is half plus half is 1. So probability of mass function is also, the property of mass function is also defined in this case. Hence this one is a probability distribution for x. So this one is nothing but the probability distribution of x as a random variable. In this case it is discrete random variable actually. On the same line we take the example when 3 coins are tossed and x is the random variable denoting the number of heads. So number of heads is no head, 1 head, 2 head and 3 head. So we can see there are only one way that we get no head, and there are 3 way of getting 1 head. There are again 3 way to getting 2 head, and there are one way of getting 3 head. So in this case the probability when x takes value 0 is 1 by 8. Why 8? Because in this case the sample space is, you can say 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So sample space of that event in this case is 8. So that is t t t comma s t t comma t h t comma t t h comma h h t comma h t h comma t h h comma h h h. So no head, 1 head, 1 head, 1 head, no head, 1 head, 2 head and 3 head. So probability of getting no head is 1 by 8. So probability of getting 1 head, so there are 3 way to get the 1 head. So this is 3 by 8, and the probability when x takes value 2, So there are 3 elements, 1, 2, 3 again. So this is also 3 by 8. And the probability when x takes value 3, that is there is only one chance to get 3 head. So this is 3 head, this is 2 head, this is 1 head, this is no head. So here probability is 1 by 8, 3 by 8, 3 by 8, and this is again 1 by 8, 3, 3, 6 plus 1, 7 plus 1, 8. So 8 by 8 is 1. So total is also 8. Example 4. Throwing off a die and let x be the number of x be the random variable denoting the uppermost face of a die. Now this example is already in a numerical form, so no need to convert as a numerical values. That is, in this case the value of x, or a sample space, you can say S is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and the 6. Now this is already in outcomes is already in numerical form. This is in a numerical form, so no need to convert it in a numerical form. Now the x takes value, we can form x takes value x. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is directly we are getting the range of the range for the random variable x, and the probability at each point. Now the probability to get 1 is 1 by 6, probability to get 2 is again 1 by 6, probability to get 3 is again 1 by 6, probability to get 4 is 1 by 6, probability to get number 5 is again 1 by 6, and probability to get number 1 by 6 is again 6. So total is again you can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is 1. So this is also an example for the probability distribution. Now we will take the examples when two fair dice are thrown. Find the probability distribution of the sum of numbers appear on uppermost face. So in this case we can see that in the first row we can find 1 1, maybe 1 2, 1 3, 1 4, likewise 1 6, and maybe 2 3, 2 2, 2 4 or 2 6. On the same line 3 1, 3 4, 5 6 on the same 6 1, 6 2, and we can see the n of s, that is total number of element in sample space is 36. Now our aim to find the sum of number appearing on the uppermost face. So you can see in the table when value x uppermost face, that is when we throw both the die, so it may be 1 1, so sum is 2. So minimum value that x can take is 2, this is the minimum, and maximum value x can take is 12, because when we throw the two dice, the maximum sum we can find is 6 plus 6 is 12, and minimum is 1 plus 1 is 2. So the range, defining the range in this case is so simple, start with the 2 and end with the 12. So that event you can find when that uppermost face is on both the coin is 1 1. So there are only one such a event can happen. So the probability is 1 by 36, because there are 36 element. Similarly for the sum 3 is 1 2 and the 2 1, both are the different, so 2 by 6. And for 4 sum is 4, 1 3, 2 2, 3 1, so there are 3 element 1 2 3, 3 by 36. For 5, 1 4 2 5 3 2 4 1. So there are 4 elements, 1 2 3 4, 4 by 36. And for 6, sum on the uppermost face is 6 is 1 5 2 4 3 3 4 2 5 1. So this is 5 by 36. To get 7 as a sum, so we have 1 6 2 5 3 4 4 3 5 2 6 1. So this is, there are 6 elements, 1 2 3 4 5 6. So it is 6 by 36. Now to get 8, so 2 4 2 6 3 5 4 4 5 3 6 2. So there are 1 2 3 4 5. So after this you can see up to here we reached from 1 to 6, and then there is a reduction at this point from. So the same probability we find here also. So for 9, 1 2 3 4 there are 4. For 10, 1 2 3 3 elements there. For 11, 1 2. For 12 there are only 1 element. So total you can see that total of this is 2, this is 3, 2 plus 1 plus 2 is 3, 3 6, 6 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1, total is 36. So 36 divided by 36 is 1. So sum of the probability is also 1. Thank you for watching.